let's start a batch of wine. Okay, first off, I'll just show you these kits. Wine kits come in different grades. They all make 30 bottles of wine, and these units were designed to make 30 bottles of wine. This size of kit is what we call a low-end kit. Good quality, makes a light-bodied wine, but comparable to about a $8 to $10 bottle in the liquor store. Canadian prices. Mid-range, about $10 to $15 bottle liquor store, good quality wine. And then we have the top grade, a little bit bigger, as you can see, less concentrated, more actual juice in the kits, a little bit better quality, depends on what you want. That's an 18-liter kit, this one. This is, it's like anything, you know, you get what you pay for, but it's also to do with taste too, and everybody's taste is different. Some people don't like a heavy, thick wine. I like a good, heavy, thick red, but I like a nice, lighter, refreshing white, so it all depends. They all make, doesn't matter what size you get, they all make 30 bottles of wine or 23 liters. Okay. So for now, I'm going to throw this batch in, and I'm going to show you first with this unit. Take the lid off. Oh, I got to lift this up again. So the unit comes up. It has a shoulder crease here. This is where we fill it when we first start the yeast and get it going. And then in a few days we start adding water, a little bit of water, just because when fermentation starts to take off, it can get kind of foamy, and we don't want it pushing out the trap or anything out the lid. So then after a few days, 2 or 3 days, we start gradually adding some water to it until it's about up to just above this little crease here on the neck. And I'll show you how easy this is. It's incredibly easy. Okay. Well, I guess I better take off the lid. Open the kit. I'm going to start this kit. This is a California Sauvignon Blanc Muscat kit. I'm going to make this for my wife, because she likes an off-dry wine. So inside is your sweet reserve or flavor pack. That we will add when we transfer to this. These are your ingredients. Not your ingredients, but your additives. And in here we're just going to use today the yeast and the bentonite. Nope. Even comes with nice labels. Some kits come with labels and corks and stuff, depends on the kit and the supplier. So with this, I'm just gonna pick it up. Actually, I'm gonna time us and see how long this takes. Okay. Not a race though, but I'll show you how easy this is. You untap your juice bag or concentrate. I've already pre-washed these tanks, so they're ready to go. Oh, one thing I better check, because I make sure. Oh yes, I did. Okay. So there's a hose at the bottom of the tank which is closed normally, but included in the unit are male couplings to open up that valve so that you can flush that valve out when you wash it and clean it. Because that's very important, because if it's closed and you rinse out the tank, stuff will get trapped in that short hose, and you can't flush it out properly unless you open it up and then run water right through it. And then you should actually leave that in to allow that the unit, if you're not using it, to dry. Okay, so we're all ready to go. That's closed. I'm good. Okay, that's all done. I always like to check for leaks just because I want to make sure everything's good and not leaking anywhere. We're good. Okay, so now what I've done is I've gotten some water because I'm a little bit down yet. So the kit's kind of cool in temperature, so I've got some warm water in here because I want to raise the temperature up for the yeast. Till about room kind of temperature, just not too hot, not too cold, just, you know. Just going to add enough water here. Everybody splash water everywhere here. Okay, I'm up to about that first shoulder that I showed you. And now I'm going to add the bentonite. I typically like to add just half the package to white wine so it doesn't strip too much flavor out of it. But it sure helps in the clearing process later on, so it's a good thing to add it. But I don't like to add any more than I have to. There's about half the package there. Then I grab my spoon. You need one of these to stir it in. Good stir like that. Good. And that also helps to stir the water with the juice that you mixed in properly so it's all even. Now we have the yeast. Sprinkle that all on top. Like that, and we're good. Now it's very important when you start a batch of wine, that's why the buckets too have loose fitting lids, is yeast needs oxygen to multiply. But after a while, we don't want oxygen because oxygen can also be very harmful to wine. So I took out the bung, so it's open, and then I'll just set the lid on there. I don't have to clamp it down or anything, just as long as air is going through that hole, it's good. And that's it. We're done. I just set the bung in here, set it anywhere on the lid, and that's it. What did that take? About 2 minutes. So now what we do is we wait, and now that's what we call a 6-week kit. So in 5 weeks, because all kits take about 1 week to clear, so you leave that last week for clearing. So in 5 weeks, we will transfer the wine from here to here with the pump. I'll show you how easy that is. It's very easy. And in the meantime, we're going to watch that. We've got to top up in the next 3 days to the proper level for the water. And then on about the 4th day, if you notice it's really fermented good, then we put the airlock on. Don't forget to put the airlock on. That's very important. But at first you want lots of oxygen so the yeast can multiply and build up a big army to do the job. So that's what we'll do. We'll wait, and I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in 5 weeks.